Guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. So today I am showing you how to make homemade yogurt. Yes, using liquid milk, not powdered milk, liquid milk. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So here are the ingredients we are going to need for this recipe. Here we are using whole milk. We are using yogurt, natural yogurt. We are using condensed milk. That's to sweeten the yogurt once it's going to be ready. So we are not using it yet. And we have a vanilla pod. So here you can use skimmed milk or semi-skimmed milk, but the texture of your yogurt will be better with whole milk. So it's up to you. Now when it comes to the yogurt, you want natural yogurt, and you want to make sure to read at the back. It says here that it contains the live bacteria, and it mentions the name of those bacteria. That's what you want to make sure of, because if there's no live bacteria in your yogurt, it's not going to create yogurt for you when you add it to the milk. So you need to make sure of that. Some people ask me, can I use flavored yogurt? Yes, you can use flavored yogurt if it says at the back that it contains live bacteria. Yeah, so that's all you're looking for. So please read the back of your yogurt, and then you will know whether you can use it or not. So all we did here is to pour the milk into the pot. Please use a pot that is free from soup and all that, a pot that you have never used to make soup. Do not use a pot that you use to make soup, because when the milk starts boiling, all the flavors, all the taste of okra, all the taste of tomato soup and all that will go into the milk, and it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be funny, honestly. So this pot you see there, I use it only for yogurt. That's my trick. So find a way. Yes, and I will advise you to do that as well. It's not bad. Get a pot. This one, I use it only for yogurt, nothing else. Yes, now I'm going to flavor it with my vanilla pod. I'm using the vanilla pod that you see there. All you do is to split it in two and scrape the seeds inside using the back of your knife, and pour the seeds inside the milk and drop the pod inside the milk as well. So if you do not have a vanilla pod, that's fine. Just leave it like that. Heat up your milk, and when everything is going to be ready, once your yogurt is going to be made and ready, you will be able to add vanilla essence or vanilla sugar, yeah, or you will add the flavor that you like. That's completely fine. But for now, this is what I am using. So if you have the vanilla pod, go ahead. So now all we have to do here, I'm using my whisk to mix it, because I noticed that the vanilla seeds were not mixing properly with my spoon, so I had to use my whisk to whisk it so that everything can blend very well together, and it worked perfect. So while you're boiling your milk, while you're heating up your milk, make sure if you see this skin that will form on top of your milk, move it away. So what you want to do here, you want to heat your milk until it starts boiling. So most people, what everybody does and what you're supposed to do is just to boil your milk. Once the milk starts boiling, you can switch off the fire, and now you're going to cool it down to a certain temperature before you add your yogurt in there. Yeah, so the purpose of boiling is to kill any bacteria that could be inside the milk, any bad bacteria that could be inside the milk. Yes, so that is it. Now what I like to do is to boil my milk for a long time until some of the water evaporates. So you see that I've boiled my milk for about 30 to 45 minutes. Yes, because of the quantity, and you see the color change because my milk started evaporating, and that's what I like, because I find that it gives me a better texture of yogurt. That's me, that's my opinion, and that's my liking. So if you want to try my way, try it and you will not be disappointed. Now if you don't have time to wait for the milk to evaporate, yes, just heat it until it starts boiling, and once it starts boiling, just switch it off and move to the next step, yeah, which is cooling it down. Now I'm showing you the difference between where we started boiling the milk and where the milk is at the moment. There's about 3 to 4 centimeters gap there. Yeah, just to give you an idea of how much my milk have evaporated. Yes, so you have an idea there. That's all you want. Once that is done, you switch off your fire and you are going to cool the milk down. Make sure you heat your milk on low heat. Yeah, you don't want high heat, you're going to burn your milk. So make sure you heat your milk or simmer your milk on low heat, please. Now we're going to cool it down, and once you start cooling it down, you can put your pot in a high sea water to cool it down quicker, but control it because you don't want it to be too cold, you don't want it to be too hot. The best way to know the right temperature for your milk before you add your yogurt is by using a thermometer. So the temperature of your milk should be between 42 degrees Celsius and 44 degrees Celsius. I usually get it to 43 degrees Celsius, and that is perfect. So it's up to you. Now, if you do not have a thermometer, you can use your finger to find the temperature of your milk. So dip your finger inside your milk and count up to 20. If you can leave your finger in there, a clean finger obviously, if you can leave it, you can leave your clean finger in there for 20 seconds, yeah, comfortably. That's fine. That means the temperature is good. You can add your yogurt in there. The thing is, you cannot add your yogurt if the milk is too cold, because the bacteria in the yogurt will not be able to reproduce and give you the yogurt you're looking for. And if your milk is too hot as well, the bacteria will die. So you need the right temperature. So once that is done, once we have the right temperature, we're going to sieve our milk because we want to remove all these milk skin and all that you saw. So yeah, we're going to sieve the milk, and then we are going to mix the yogurt in. Now, if you notice here, I am using a cooler. Yeah, so that's one trick and one tip, yeah, I will be showing you in this video. Use a cooler to make your yogurt. You will not fail your yogurt anymore. Yes, because the cooler will keep the temperature of your yogurt and you will have a perfectly formed yogurt. Trust me 100% on that. You will come back and thank me. Yeah, anyhow you're making your yogurt, use a cooler, especially for people abroad with the temperature is cold, there's winter sometimes and all that. This is a perfect way of making your yogurt. Now I'm adding my yogurt in there and I'm using a whisk. If you notice, I changed my spoon and I have a whisk in there because you will need a whisk to mix the yogurt into the milk so that you're sure it's blending very well. Yeah, if you don't have a whisk, that's fine. Try your best to mix it as much as you can, but if you have a whisk, that will do a perfect job. So just mix it nicely until you're sure that everything is mixed very well, and all you have to do here is to cover your cooler, and that is it. Put it somewhere on the counter table, anywhere in the kitchen there, and leave it there for about 8 hours. Yes, after 8 hours, trust me, your yogurt will be perfect. If after 8 hours is still not thick enough, allow another 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, go to 10 hours or to 12 hours. Push it down a bit. You can actually ferment your yogurt for about 24 hours, but the longer you ferment it, the more sour it's going to be. That's the only thing. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Good morning, everyone. So this is the next day and we are here to find out the truth. Yes, because I made it before I went to bed, and this is the morning and I'm here to check on my yogurt. That's the best way, so you don't have to wait and be impatient like during the day. When you do it before you go to bed, you sleep peacefully and you come back in the morning to a wonderfully made yogurt. There's nothing better than homemade, nothing better. And our yogurts are set. The liquid you see on top there is the water. It's called the whey. It's full of proteins and it's very good for you. Yeah, it's full of proteins, so, and it has some of the nutrients coming from the milk as well and the yogurt, so it's very good for you. So If you want, you can get rid of it if you don't want it to make your yogurt too liquid, but if you can keep it, it's a good thing too. I will keep it. I always keep it. I never throw it away. So all we have to do now is to mix our yogurt. Here, if you notice, you will see that my yogurt has a weird texture. So it's a bit grainy, kind of. If you look at it properly, you see that you're probably thinking the yogurt has failed or something like that. And this texture happens when your milk is slightly too hot before you add your yogurt in there. And that's what happens when you're using your finger to test the temperature. Like, to get it right, 100% right, you need a temperature, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong, because you can catch that up. Yeah, you can fix this. It's not wrong. So if that happens, this is, these are things that can happen when you're using your finger, when you don't have a temperature, because with your finger you can never guarantee that you have the perfect temperature because you're not using a thermometer, right? But that's okay. But that, just to let you know, it means that my milk was probably a little bit too hot. Not too much, but just a little bit too hot. That's what happens. That's why the texture is like that. So all you have to do is to get a whisk and whisk in nicely. Whisk it until it's smooth as you're looking for. Yeah, as what you're looking for. And that is it. Your yogurt is fixed. So do not throw it away. Please don't. We're going to transfer the yogurt into this bowl there, and like I told you, this bowl as well is only for my juice. When I make juice and I make yogurt, I don't use any fresh meat, marinate fish or meat in this bowl, or put spices in there, onions and all that. No, I don't. This is only for when I'm making juice or yogurt, because I do not want any funny smells inside there. So please, yes, do it like me, because you don't want to be drinking yogurt and have some funny smells inside, or drinking your juice and it smells funny. So yes, that's my special bowl, plastic bowl. So yes, so this is it. I've poured everything in there. You probably think, okay, it's a bit runny. Do not worry, it's not that runny. It's perfect, because when it goes into the fridge, it's going to thicken, and you don't want your yogurt to be thicker than that if you're going to put it in the fridge, because it's going to be way thicker. Now it's all up to you. If you like it extremely thick, then that's you. That's perfect. That's fine. You're doing it to your taste, so that's okay. So now all we have to do here is to season, and I've seasoned it already. I seasoned it off camera before I pour it into the bowl here. So I've added my condensed milk already, and I've added my nutmeg. So that's all I use. I told you in my other video that I season my yogurt with condensed milk instead of sugar. So I use condensed milk instead of sugar. That's just me, yeah. And I flavor it with nutmeg powder. You can use cinnamon, you can use vanilla essence. You can add vanilla essence to this. It's up to you. Just flavor it the way you like it. So here I just filled that bottle with some yogurt. That's all I need as yogurt. The remaining yogurt, I'm going to add some millet balls inside it. And yes, this is homemade millet balls. There's a video, I just uploaded the video. I've uploaded both of the videos together because I knew you will need it. A lot of people ask me, how do you make the millet balls? Here it is. I made a video to show you how to make it. So I've made it, and I'm going to add it to the remaining yogurt, because that's what we want. That's what we like. We call it dege. We call it dege. Yes, that means yogurt with millet balls. Yes, so that is it for you. It's very yummy and delicious. Instead of the millet balls, you can add couscous as well. It's entirely up to you. Try it and thank me later. It's yummy and delicious. So I'm going to mix it nicely, and I'm going to fill up a bottle as well with some of the millet yogurt, and I'm going to put the remaining of the millet yogurt in my plastic bags and put them in the freezer. You know me, if I'm making juice or yogurt like that, there must be some in plastic bags in the freezer, and especially now that summer is on the way, you definitely need something like that in the freezer. So yes, let's do it together. And yes, this is it. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. I hope you liked it. I hope I've given you enough tips and tricks, yes, that will make your yogurt a success every time you make it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so yet. Don't forget to like my video, comment